Hey everyone, this is Kelly with North Plugins, and in this video I'm going to show you how to integrate North Checkout with Zapier. So if you're not familiar with Zapier, basically what it is a tool that allows you to connect different applications together. So say, for example, something happens in your Google Doc, maybe you change some text, you can trigger an event that maybe sends an email to somebody, or maybe you use Drip as your email service. Whenever you get a new subscriber, you want to add them to a Google Sheet or something, or trigger some sort of event for, in Google Contacts or something. You can connect those things and sort of piece together these automations. So it's a powerful tool if you haven't heard of it already. And if you have questions, always feel free to comment below on the video. So um, what you can do with North Checkout is anytime a new order comes in, you'll be able to trigger an event in Zapier. So maybe every time a new order comes in, I want to add that customer as a subscriber in my drip, or maybe I want to add them to a Google Sheet. Maybe for an event, I want to keep track of everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Zapier where whenever I get a new customer, a new order on my North Checkout, I add them to Drip, my email service. So you can do this with anything, Aweber, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft, whatever email tool you use, you'll be able to kind of follow along. It may look a little different, but it'll basically be the same. So the first thing I need to do is come into Zapier, create an account if you haven't already, and then I'm going to click on Make a Zap. Okay, I'm going to give this a name, so I'll call this New Orders, and then maybe I'll put in parentheses Drip so I know where it's going. And so I'm going to choose an app here, and you may not see North Checkout here under your app. So what you need to do is just search it. So type in North Checkout, and you should see it here. So go ahead and click on that. If you don't see it, just click the link below in the description, and it'll add it to your list here. So I'm going to click on North Checkout, and I'm going to trigger anytime a new order is created. Click on New Order and hit Continue. Now I'm going to select an account here. Right, if you've already added it, you'll see it in a drop-down menu here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Add New Account just so you can see what it looks like if it's your first time. So what I need to do is I need to add my domain and then the API key, which is located in the integrations area of the plugin. So just click on Integration and then go ahead and copy this API key right there. So then I'll type in my domain, which is going to be northplugins.com, and then type in my API key right there. So you can go ahead and add that to yours, and then hit yes, continue, and that'll add your website to the Zapier with North Checkout. So I can click on that, and then I'm going to click continue, and I'm going to do test trigger. So this is going to try and find some data for me to test. If you haven't created any order, you may need to just go ahead and create a sample order, and then it'll pull that sample data here. If not, it might just pull up some of my test data since I created the Zapier. So that looks good. I have all of that here, so I'm going to click continue. And then I'm going to click on drip. That looks good. So what I want to do is I'm going to choose an event here for drip so I can trigger an event. I can create or update a subscriber, or I can subscribe to this person to a campaign. So what I want to do is I want to create or update a subscriber. So I'm going to click on that and then hit continue. And then I already have a drip account connected, so it's the same thing. You'd have to click add new account and then follow the instructions when the pop-up comes up. So I'm going to click on drip, hit continue. And then now what I'm going to do is just make sure I select the right account. So I'll do North Plugins. And then I'm going to map that data that I got from my new order North Checkout step here. I'm going to map that to these fields here. So the email address, I'm going to add email here. Any custom fields I want to add, maybe I'll put the address. So I'll just do address here. And then I want to add the address. So in this particular case, the data doesn't have an address, So what I can do is just click these fields here. So I'm just clicking them and then putting a space in between them. So this is how the data will show up. It'll just be this field, then that field, this one, this one, this one, this one. And basically, in this case with the address, it'll just be the address to the city, to the state, and the country. Now, you can add a tag if you have automations that trigger based off of what tag a user has. You can always do that. So maybe I want to add just a tag called customer, and then maybe I want to add the product name or something as well. So I could do that. Let me do this next one. So they each have their own inputs, and then do product name, and that looks good. Then I can click continue, and then I can just test and review. So I'm going to hit test and review. Okay, so it says a test update subscriber was sent to Drip about 1 second ago. So now what I can do is I can pull open Drip. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull Drip open up on a separate screen so I don't show anyone's information on screen, like other emails and stuff. So I'll pull up my email address. I'm just doing this off screen to keep things private. So now I'll just check this to see if it worked. So I should see yearly license 14-day trial and the customer tag. So just like here, if I clicked back up to customize update subscribers, I'll see customer is one of the tags, so customer is there. And then product name, yearly license 14-day trial should be there. So yearly license 14-day trial. So if I had any automations, I could trigger based off of when someone becomes a customer or when someone purchased their yearly license. Maybe 7 days from now, I send them a reminder message that, hey, your 14-day trial is ending in 7 days, just so you know. I can trigger those emails inside of Drip. So that's basically how you create a Zapier with North. Once you've done and you've tested it, you can just click on Turn on Zapier towards the bottom, and then you'll see that'll take a minute to load, and you're good to go. So you might get this notification to share a copy of the Zap. You can close that, and then you'll see it's on. I can go to my Zaps, and I'll see all my Zaps here. So new orders Drip is the one I just created. If you have any questions about North or about Zapier, let me know in the comments below, or message me on northplugins.com, create a little ticket, and I'll be more than happy to help you out.